there, this is Cheryl. Welcome to my channel, and I will be giving you some tutorials, life coaching, and other information about our daily life. So if this is your first time to watch my video, kindly hit the subscribe button. And if you wish to get notified for my future uploads and videos, kindly hit also the notification bell below. Thank you so much for doing so. Alright, let's get started. My topic for today is about how to speak English confidently and correctly. What are the differences of these two things? Speaking English confidently and speaking English correctly. When it comes to speaking English confidently, there are so many people nowadays who can speak confidently without considering the grammar thing or the correctness of their English. So, ang importante sa kanila is they speak confidently. Importante yun when you speak confidently. So, if you know the blogger Miss Everything, okay, she speaks confidently. That's how she gets started. And so, sabi niya, "Hi everything, how are you to find out?" Diba? That's her very unique way of introducing herself. But I know, in her case, alam niya na mali yung English niya. But of course, I'm not being judgmental because the content of her video is about things that make people happy or laugh. Kasi parang joker siya. Nakakatawa siya actually. So I like her. I'm a fan of her also. So that's how confident she is when she speaks English. So in her videos, makikita mo, she speaks English more often. Not so Tagalog, right? So speaking English confidently is different from speaking English correct. There are lots of people nowadays who can speak English confidently, and yun nga yung example na sinabi ko sa inyo. Ang second na mga taong nag-speak English confidently are the people who are joining pageants. Mostly are mga babae, right? Like Miss Universe, Miss World, Binibing Pilipinas, and so on. Kasi may portion doon na question and answer portion wherein they'll answer questions and makikita mo yung confidence nila doon pag nag-answer sila. So, very important yung part na yan. They should answer confidently sa question na ibibigay sa nila ng judges. It's like me, when I was young, I was approached one time when I was 16 years old. Sabi ng SK chairman namin, please join the search ng beauty contest dito sa town natin. But at that time, I wasn't so confident yet to join. Dahil ang iniisip ko lagi is yung question and answer portion. Paano pag mali na yung sagot ko? Or I'm not confident to answer yet. Baka mali yung sagot ko, or maybe I couldn't understand the question. Something like that. So, I said, no muna kaya. So, I declined the invitation of joining the pageant. So, sabi ko, some other time. So, after 2 years, 18 na ako. I was in college that time. Again, may competition dun sa town namin. And our SQ chairman came to ask me again, could you please join and represent our barangay for the search for Binibining SK? And at the time, I think I'm already confident enough. Kasi yung lagi kong iniisip is the question and answer portion ng pageants. Kasi if you can't deliver the message or deliver your answer very well, demerit yun. Hindi ka mananalo, actually. So at that time, I accepted the invitation and I was very confident in all areas of the competition, especially on the question and answer portion, and it came out na I'm one of the best in the Q&A, and I answered confidently and correctly the question given to me. So, nanalo ako. Alright, so that's how important being confident in speaking English. So, sa competitions pa lang, especially for women, for ladies out there are planning to join competition, search for Mr. and Miss or something like that, it's very important for you to be confident. I remember also one of the contestant long time ago. The name was Janina something ganun. And she answered confidently, but at that time parang mali yung English niya. So parang pinagtawanan siya ng mga audience, ng crowd. Kaya parang naging viral din siya. Kasi nga mali yung sagot niya. Ninenervyos siya. So she was not confident actually at that time. Right? So, those are the second people na sinasabi kong confident mag-speak ng English. Third people who are very confident in speaking English are the foreign nationals, especially the English speakers, like Americans. That is their native language. That's why they are very confident when they speak English. Siyempre, that's your mother tongue, right? Sa atin din, when we speak Tagalog, we are very fluent, we are very confident kasi it's our language. So, likewise with Americans, they speak English very well. They speak English fast. They speak confidently because it's their language. So, kahit mali yung grammar nila, actually, they have imperfect English, but they speak confidently. Yan. So, yan. Mga English speakers. Alright, so, sometimes they're not conscious of how correct their English is. So, kung magkamali man sila, wala lang. Kasi that's their language. Okay? So, paano naman ang mag-speak ng English correctly? Okay? So, when you speak English correctly, of course, papasok na doon yung grammar mo, yung sentence mo. Minsan, ang mga tao, natatakot silang magsalita in front of many people or in front of the crowd kasi first, they have stage fright. Second, they are not confident. Why are they not confident? Because natatakot sila that they make mistakes or their English is wrong. Yan. So, yun ang edge ng mga taong confident at saka marunong sa English. Okay? Just like us teachers, English teachers, we are very, very critical when it comes to the technicalities of sentences being delivered by some speakers. Like, if our students make mistakes, immediately we know kung magkamali sila or what are their mistakes in the sentence or in their words or how they deliver their sentences. Yan. So, that's actually our job as English teachers, to correct our students when they make mistake. Ayan. But of course, in my case, king mga kapamilya or mga kakilala, when they make mistakes, I don't usually correct them right there and then because, you know, hindi naman ako ganun ka-judgmental or ka-critical for them. I just tell them that the mistake is like this, but in a very informal way. Okay, so, paano ang pag-speak ng English correctly? So, ito lang ang parang tip na ibibigay ko. You should know your structure. I mean, the basic sentence structure. Consider mo lang yun. You have already studied that when you were in elementary, high school, even in college. Paulit-ulit yan, but sometimes we don't consider kasi paulit-ulit nga. But, you know, many people are not really applying it. Okay? Ano ba yung mga sentence patterns na yun? Or sentence structures? First, we have the very basic subject-verb. Subject-verb, ang dali-dali lang, di ba? So, when you say subject-verb, example, Dale is sleeping. Or, Dale sleeps. Subject, Dale. Sleeps or sleeping, that's the verb or action word. Alright? So, madali lang siya. So, dyan pa lang, tama ka na. Next sentence pattern is subject, verb, object. May object na siya. So, anong gagawin mo? Gawin mo lang yung first pattern, dagdagan mo lang siya ng object. Okay, for example, Dale is sleeping in his room. Ayan, dinagdagan ko lang siya ng his room, in his room. That is your object. Alright? And our third pattern Subject, verb, adjective. Adjective, what is adjective? Adjective are describing words. It describes a noun or pronoun. Okay, for example, Dale is handsome. Okay, handsome, that's a describing word. I am beautiful. Okay, beautiful is adjective. So, very basic, di ba? Lagi natin ginagamit yan. And we also have subject, verb, adverb. What is adverb? Adverb describes what? Describes a noun or another pronoun or another adjective. Okay? So, when you say adverb, meron din tayong types of adverbs or kinds of adverbs. Adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency, and many more. Okay, I will discuss that on my future videos. Okay, so when you say adverb, for example, as subject, verb, adverb, Dale is here. Ang adverb mo doon is here. Adverb of place. Okay, so very easy. Okay, we also have subject, verb, noun. Okay, what is noun? In Tagalog, pangalan. Okay, madali lang siya. Okay, example, Dale is my son. Noun ko doon is son. Although Dale is also a noun, but that's your subject kasi in the sentence. Okay? So, ganun lang kadali. So, those are the very basic sentence patterns or sentence structures that we should at least memorize. Okay? First, again, subject, verb. Subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, adjective. Subject, verb, adverb. And subject, verb, and noun. Yun lang muna ang practicein mo. Okay na. So, magiging correct na yung pattern ng sentence mo. Okay? So, kapag kabisado mo na siya, medyo magiging mo na yung confidence mo. Alright? So, those are the tips that I want to share to you regarding to the correctness of your English. And I have an additional information here, and that is techniques to speak English with confidence. Okay? So first, act confident. Okay? Even if you don't feel confident, you should sound confident whenever you speak English. Okay? If you are in front of an English speaker, show that you are confident in English, in speaking English. So, kahit na ano pa yung sinasabi niya, you should listen. Okay? And answer. Huwag mo siyang takbuhan. Kasi yung ibang ginagawa nila, if they don't speak English well, tumatakbo sila, pinapasa sa iba. Na, ikaw nang kumausap nito, natatakot ako, or something ganun. Alright, so that's the first one. Number 2, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Your goal is to deliver a message, not perfect grammar and vocabulary. Okay? Ang importante, masabi mo yung message mo to the person you are talking to. Okay? So, ang importante, maintindihan niya. Kung hindi naman niya maintindihan, be careful lang. Alright? Practice, practice, practice. There are so many ways on how to practice. Okay? Reading books, watching movies, English movies. Okay? Those are ways to practice your English. Okay, practice makes perfect, sabi nila, but, practicing will really make you more confident. Okay, newspapers, read newspapers in English. Okay, fourth one is listen. Okay, the more you hear, the easier it will be for you to to express yourself. Okay? So, very important yung nakikinig ka din sa movie when you are watching. Intindihin mo. So, when you watch a movie, it involves listening also. Okay? So, that's number 4. Number 5, talk to yourself. Yes, talk to yourself. Hindi naman yung dahil baliw ka or something, but when you talk to yourself, That's one way to practice on how to speak English. Okay? So, right in front of the mirror, talk to yourself kahit lalo na pag mag-isa ka. Pag narinig ka ng mama mo or papa mo, uy, baliw na yung anak ko, no. But, it's good to see yourself speaking, talk to yourself, listen to yourself for just a few minutes naman, not for a long time. Okay? So, those are the 5 techniques, okay, to speak English with confidence. Again, act confident, even if you don't feel confident. Sounds confident when you deliver your message. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Practice, practice, practice. Number 4, listen. And number 5, talk to yourself. Okay? So, those are the 5 techniques. Okay? So, sa pagsasalita ng English, you should always practice your speaking. It also involves writing, involves listening, and involves reading. Okay, so I will tackle those topics also in my future videos. Okay, so for the meantime, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And again, don't forget to subscribe. Have a wonderful day ahead of you. Thank you so much. Bye.